This is that bigger bobcat I got in trapping season. I skinned out his legs, feet, and everything. This is 4 gallons of water. No, 3 gallons of water, 3 pounds of stock salt, and 2 cups of alum salt used in pickling. I'm going to put him down in there and let him hydrate. It'll take a while for me to get the whole thing in the bucket. The water's just hot enough you can stand to hold your hand in it without pulling it out. And I'll leave him in there for about 2 days, and then I'll pull him out and rinse him off real good. And then I'll stretch him. It'll probably take me, I don't know, 2 days off and on, working it soft and working it soft. And that's how I done this little bobcat. And as you can see, he's all soft, he's all tanned, but you gotta add the oils back into it. And this one here, I used egg yolks. Same properties as brains. I used egg yolks to put the oil back into it, and I worked it like this till it was soft and stretched it every which direction. This one here, this coon, I did him with mineral oil. Sorry about that, the memory card filled up. It's been several minutes, and as you can see, I only got not quite half of him in there. Yeah, probably about half of him in there. But what I was saying was, this coon right here, I've done that with mineral oil, but you gotta be careful. You can overdo it with that mineral oil, and then it stays wet. You can't hardly get it out of it. You'll have to pretty much do it over again. But I made me a hat out of that one. That mineral oil helps it not collect moisture. Smoking it does better, but as you can see, I've done that coyote right there over a year ago. Same way. Use mineral oil on him too. It just takes a little bit. Don't overdo that. But as you can see, it's held up. Fur's not pulling out. Got his face all done. I use a piece of rebar. I mounted in a vise and I rounded off the tip of it. There can't be any rust on it. You really shouldn't use metal. Wood's better, but I've broke a couple things. So I've run little spots, especially up here around his face. I run that over that rebar real good and work it till it's dry. Boy, you gotta work it. I put in some late nights working it. I don't have all that fancy stuff other people's got. That's how I do my tanning so far. I'm a learning still, so anybody got any tips, put it in the comments and I'll try it. Thank you. Please subscribe. Something I forgot to tell you was there's a lot of work before you get to this stage. I put this thing on a fleshing beam after I skin it out, and I push all the meat off of it. And I gotta break, there's a membrane there, you gotta break that membrane and get down to that. Coyotes are pretty thin, so it's pretty easy to do that. Fleshing knife's just real dull. You're pretty much just pushing it off, cleaning everything off there that's gross. But put him on a stretcher. You can see the shape of the stretcher. To get his ears dry, I put borax around his ears, and I put a piece of cardboard in there to hold it until it sets, dry for a day or so, and then I pull the cardboard out. If I do their legs, I do the same thing with cardboard. And that's pretty much it. He's been drying since January or February. He's real crinkly. You can hear that paper noise. And before you put him on that stretcher, you have to get that fur dry because you just took it out of the liquid. So I snap it like you're snapping a towel, but I do it from both ends so I get it as dry as I can. I'll let that thing hang for 12 hours, 14 hours till it's dry. Then I turn it flesh side out and I dry it like that. So there's a lot of work goes into it before you get to this stage, and then the real work begins. But I'm not sure if I'm leaving anything out. I hope I didn't. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Still learning. Please subscribe. Thank you.